It must take a day, that must take forever, huh? Its days of it makes one revolution in 10 hours. When I first saw that, I couldn't believe it. Takes the earth 24 hours, and this big monster thing is 13 times the size of the earth. God spins it around once every 10 hours. We're talking about super fast stuff. And it hit Abraham. A God can do this, give him the sign, there's no problem for him, and he believed God. It's just that simple today. You believe him. You can say the same thing Abraham did. Count the stars and get faith to look at the heavens saying, hey, he can do that.
That's right.
He can save me. If he can do that, he can make a place called heaven. If he can do that, he can make a place called hell. Whoever did that, that science still is in awe of around this time. They don't put the shows on TV and everybody says like this whole stuff. They get excited about it. They get excited about the fact that from our sun to Antares will take you 4 light years. And that's about the average distance between things in space. 24 trillion miles. It's all spread out. Galaxies are all moving like that. Well, this wizard here, I'll give myself to him. I'll take a chance to let him run my life.
Yes.
He can handle. What do you think? You think he can handle moving things? Like me? Sure he can. No problem. That's what getting saved is. You control that. Now I'm going to put myself in the mix and control me too.
Yeah. Yes.
And don't try to figure out how he's going to control you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to tell you that. These two signs of contract, okay, we got a deal, and I'll run your life from now on. It's going every way but God is. So where's these signs and things that I know that you're there? He said, I'm here. So Lord, I'm about to crash. He said, I know. I'm not crashing you. I'm going to crash you several times. Until I get you to be what I want you to be. Well, Lord, so you ever crashed, Angie? He just say like you just told John what he said. What is that to you? So I program for her. I got something to do with her life. I mean, a guy who ain't about every fingerprint different, every snowflake different. Do you think you actually run the same race as anybody else in church? Right. You're not. Nobody's experience in church is like yours. Nobody. Nobody. What's supposed to be? He's going to put you on a different road. There's going to be one common denominator. That's going to be his word and faith. Well, look at some of you guys, and some of you talk to me. Call me up. And he responded. I said, well, why don't you give that to me? Why don't you give the life to me? He said, because you're trying to handle it. He said, you can't handle theirs. Right. They come to some counseling, and you know what you're going to say to them. You know, when I get done talking to you, and you're counseling, so you walk out like you said something. He said, this surgery ain't done enough, I haven't come back again next month. The same problem. Okay, well, I understand. This past month was running this way. Now to him that worketh is reward not of revenue, of grace, but of debt. You pay workers. If somebody works somewhere to heaven, God's going to pay you. What's going to pay? Go to hell. He says the wages of sin is death. Trying to work way to heaven is a wage you're trying to create to get there, and God calls the sin, it's the debt, you pay for it. There can't be any grace for this work. So I'm trying to tell you, God doesn't want any work out of you at all. Because as soon as you start working your way in, he cancels grace. He's up there working in. But don't pray, it turns grace off. He said, oh, he's of death. But to him that worketh not, but believeth on him, what's the word? Believe that. Continues to do so. How do you get saved? saved, I believe in God. How do you stay saved? Continue to believe in God. But to him that worketh not, okay, my answer part.
At all.
And the Greek says, to him that worketh not at all. Which you get saved is impossible to say in that mode. Because the first thing to get saved, get the Holy Ghost, and God puts his love within you, and it goes to work. In spite of you. Somebody didn't like the church. Somebody said you're not going to go to church because they go there. You have an English when I got saved, and you walk out, and that person, you can't stand, you're usually going to go to that church, they have a car trouble, you say, well, let me call somebody for you, I'll wait till somebody comes.
Right.
How's that happen? There will be works when you get saved, but not works to get you saved. You're going to do things because you're saved, but not to go to heaven. It's because you're saved. But God makes this point. But to him that worketh is reward and record of grace for the dead. But to him that worketh not at all, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly. Who's God dealing with? You and I, what are we? Ungodly. What's he doing? Justifying us. He still calls us ungodly. What's the point, guys? I can't save the ungodly. If you're ungodly, let's shake and do business. If you're fasting, think you're okay. If you're praying, think you're okay. If you're going to church 3 times a week, think you're okay. I can't do it with you. Because you're trying to work your way in.
Yes.
I want the ungodly. And the Lord says, Lord, here I am.
Yes.
And most of them come to God, we're in a mess. Or several messes. We didn't make so many messes, we can't take them to go back and tell them. We just cut the lines. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you go back and fix your life?
Okay.
Who do you see? You don't want to talk to God about it.
No.
Because I'm getting really pressed on you, this. I'm going to end this prayer. You do that? Yeah. Talk to God about you? You got to stop praying? You put your head down? Oh, Lord. But to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. Here's your examples. Even as David also described the blessedness of the man, unto whom God imputed righteousness without works, saying, here's what David said, blessed are they whose iniquities are forgiven. That's good. He didn't say whose iniquities are finished. You glad he didn't say that? He said, obviously you should have iniquities, but what about them, Lord? They're forgiven. Your iniquity tomorrow is already forgiven. Your iniquity next week is already forgiven. He died once for all, so he died just one time and paid for your sins back then and paid for your sins in the future. Forgiven. He's like, never doing this. They're forgiven. Gone. That word blessed means spiritually prosperous. Another rendition of blessed is just simply happy. Happy is the man. Next verse 8. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord will not impute sin. Well, how's that work, Lord? Well, if your iniquities are forgiven, I can't count. Because they're forgiven. So since they're forgiven, I can't impute sin to you. You can't impute what's been forgiven. Do you see how much you saved?
Yes.
Do you see how much the fact of salvation overrides anything you might feel? It's a fact God gives you. You're saved because of fact. Abraham, the first one he was saved, he said it was saved on facts. I said, count the stars. He did it. In his heart, he just believed me. There's no other car. Nobody's going to come to Jesus trying to get saved. I've been saved for years preaching. You get saved in your seat. Without coming up. Shaking my hand. I've been questioned many times. I understand why I question because you know the business. So how do you know then who got saved if you don't have an altar call? I saved my church. I don't have to know. It's not my business. I'm here to deliver a message to them. How they communicate with God is on them. Right. And so I can sit there and hear that message preached, and in their heart, believe it right now. And now I'm preaching to them. They'll sit back and look at me. While I'm preaching, but in their hearts, I believe this. Lord save me. And it's done right there. Right there in the scene. Well, do they have to get baptized? Well, what do you think? It's a ceremony. H2O does not wash your sins away. It's a ceremony. It's the ceremony that God gave to the Gentiles, to the Jews. They give to the Gentiles. But they got baptized, it's just water. Water won't wash your dishes.
Right.
Much more your sins. Turn to chapter 6. One more so. Time up? Time here. Time here. 20 minutes? I'm good early. Let's go to chapter 6. What should we say then? Should we continue in sin that grace may abound? The logic was, if God gives grace for sin, then the more we sin, the more grace we get. In fact, if we just continue in sin, we will continue in grace. That's the mission I'll bring up when I get to this repentance part, first part of repentance. And I was listening to tonight, but not going there. God had this foundation laid for us. God forbid. How should we that are dead to sin live any longer in sin? Because somebody said earlier, he said, but to him that worketh not. So the person does not work any works of righteousness or any works so they will saved, not at all. He said he's saved by faith. But now God says, but how can you continue to be call yourself saved or have been saved by faith and nothing changed? He said, you will change. What do I do, Lord? That's on him. That's the individual path comes in now. He's going to have things in your life, an individual path that he's going to work with you on, but you'll change. You won't change to be good or change to be acceptable or change to go to heaven. You'll change because of his word. It'll change you. He happens to believe in his word. He believes in the word. The Bible says that by faith we believe the worlds are framed by the word of God. He spoke this double to existence. He didn't get his hands dirty. So God's logic is, if my spoken word can make worlds appear, how much can it do on you? Yes. He can make you change, and you know you're going through a change. Yes, so let's look back, and you come to a situation where you get a chance to look back and say, that's not me. I know at a time, I would have, could have, should have, but it's like, and I want to knock him out now. But what's going on in my hand? And what made me go over there and help him get up? And I had to knock him down. And you wonder. The history says, no, it works. The Word of God really does change me in such a slow process and a painless process. I don't think it's happened, but it has. He says, continue my word. You should not be in. Incredible, isn't it? Know ye not? Know ye not that so many of us, as we're baptized into Jesus Christ, we're baptized to his death? Now, wait a minute. That's different from Acts 2:38. When he called them to be baptized in Acts 2:38, they were baptized unto Christ, but they were baptized in water. Now he says, this baptism here, he says, know ye not that so many of us were baptized into Jesus Christ, not water. When you believe God's word, he baptized you in him. Water baptism, physical water baptism, is simply the result of being baptized into him. And when you get baptized in water, to seal the deal, fine. Not necessary. Because going down in water will not be any more his than you were before. All you say, I believe in God. He baptized you. You got baptized in Christ. And so therefore, you were baptized into his death. Meaning what? That if he died, you get baptized into his death, that means all the benefits that were brought by his death are put into you because you're baptized to his death. Is that good news? Yes. What happened after his death? He went to hell, got up, went to heaven, and ascended far above all heaven. Which is saying, you're baptized to his death, so you skip hell and just go to heaven. Wow. Kill it for you. Wow. Good news. Therefore, Therefore, we're buried with him by baptism into death. Then, like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we should also walk in newness of life. This is what God showed me first time in my church. What was wrong with it? He said they don't believe the ceremony they're practicing. He showed me here that, well, look at verse 5 first. For if we've been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection. And to baptize somebody, the whole ceremony is to symbolize somebody who's dying. They both go down to the water. That's why sprinkling doesn't work. Satan doesn't baptize anybody. He can't. The best Satan can do is sprinkle your water. That's what they do. They sprinkle. In the church, the word baptizing means to dip or to submerge. They went to the water and you take them down. What happened? They're dead. Now if you leave them down long enough, they will be dead. Right? You hear me? Take them in the water and hold them down. You want to symbolize he died. God was somebody and he died. Lawsuits are all together. But you take them down, what are you also doing the baptism ceremony? He said, guys, that's what your church doesn't believe. They don't believe, they believe the death part of the baptism, they don't believe in resurrection. It's on the same map. They die and resurrect in the same pool. You can't resurrect a dead man. You can't say he's not alive, he's not alive when he speaks in tongues. He got life and God gave it to him. The tongues were a sign that he had life. Everybody don't cry being born. Tongues start breathing. And someone they got to smack them, and the stink of it gets them, drives them out of that womb mode, and they're alive. They're roaring now, and they gas start crying. But based on the cries means he's not alive, he came out and he's moving. Making noise, like this guy does. This guy's alive. Let's praise the Lord. We've been planted together in likeness of his death. We shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection. Knowing this, our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. His body is destroyed on the cross. We're crucified with him. Meaning what? That you don't have to go to the cross, but you get the benefits of the cross. And now you have to serve sin. Why? Because you set free. The cross sets you free from sin. You go back to serve again, but you don't have to serve. That's the difference. A free man going back into servitude is kind of done here. You think? Set a slave free so he can go. The slave starts going away, look back into his slavery days in the cotton field, and oh, I can't hear.
Right.
What's wrong with you? They keep on picking cotton? And God is so generous, he can come back and pick cotton and still save you. Just be a miserable salvation life, that's all. Full of shortcomings. For he that's dead is free from sin. Let's move on a little bit. I'm telling you about that deep in the apostles here. I guess the Spirit did. Go to Galatians chapter 1. Verse 10. For do I not persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? He's talking about himself now as an apostle preaching God's word. Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ. The simple truth God gave you. So you can preach my message and have it all made against you. Or you can preach the message to men and get their approval, and the council like you. The church, my voice is the next pastor. He said, but not be screwed by me. He puts all his promises in that particular text. Paul said, I preach to please men, I will not be serving God. Well said.